Levinson joins us for this hour. Very nice to have you. It's very good to see you again.
Thank you.
We're talking about clothes at the top of the hour here. We have to. There's a story that is touching a nerve. We talked about it at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have been getting hundreds. I don't know if the emails are going into the thousands at this point. Look at my BlackBerry again. I mean, this is outrageous. But what's the bottom line, Willie? What's
We're
causing
talking about
a stir?
Sarah Palin's wardrobe. Politico got the story. Financial disclosure records from the Republican National Committee show that since she was named vice presidential candidate over the last couple months or whatever it's been, $150,000 on clothes and makeup. You see the breakdown there?
Yeah.
$49,000 at Saks, $75,000 at Neiman Marcus hair and makeup, almost $5,000. So why is this a story? Why is it not frivolous? Because people are calling hypocrisy on the hockey mom.
Absolutely. This has touched a nerve in a number of ways. Dylan, I want you to chime in. I'll say, though, what's caused a lot of the very angry emails that we're getting, and keep them coming. We've read them on the air, and I hear you. But actually, I tried to take a stand defending this, and to an extent I do, given the fact that I know these clothes were given to her. They are being given to charity. And I believe that she is being helped by many, quote, advisors trying to take on this role very quickly. And I know that a woman in the public eye on the national stage is scrutinized up and down. And I feel like, to an extent, no matter what she does, whether she wears frumpy clothes from Walmart to be the Walmart mom, or she wears gorgeous clothes from Valentino or wherever, Dolce & Gabbana, she's going to get criticized. I feel like there's a woman thing here that I have to stand by. Having said that, you know what? I think she probably should have gone to Walmart.
Yeah,
She's going to be the Walmart mom.
Yeah, you're right. In other words, you can be right, but so can Barnacle. In other words,
I think there's a lot of
the fact
right
that they
here.
positioned her as the hockey mom, as the small-town Alaska mayor, and then they were honestly stupid enough to dress her in European clothing and parade her around America as a hockey mom. I don't even blame Palin necessarily for it as much as I do the advisors who are...
Why, Dylan, has this touched such a nerve?
Well,
why are people emailing in?
You've got so many things
me.
in this country in terms of that basically either speak to hypocrisy or conflict of interest. It goes back to whether it's the issues with our economy and the fact that, again, our Treasury Secretary, one of the lead advocates of the leverage that now he is in charge of disassembling. In other words, he went in and testified for that, and now he's got $250 billion of taxpayer money that he's doling out in secret meetings at the Treasury. We don't have a transcript of that meeting.
Right.
That's a more meaningful issue, but it hits the same nerve, which is the American voter at this point, if you believe whatever the polls show you, quite simply have become intolerant of either hypocrisy or perceived conflict of interest, Mike Barnacle, and whether it's $150,000 to dress a hockey mom or a Treasury Secretary who I think is actually phenomenally qualified but is not behaving in a way that's as transparent as people would like, people are not going to take it.
Because I got to get to news.
Well, I mean, it's such fodder for hypocrisy. The metaphors are exploding in my head. But I mean, Barry Levinson, you've been in both Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Denver, doing this documentary on this political year.
Yes.
How can anyone spend $75,000 a year in Minneapolis for clothing?
This is a good
That's my question. I mean, you can get aluminum siding,
Well,
you can buy a house, but
part of it has to do with the fact of television, because they know, on one hand, they're going to have to dress her to create a certain kind of look that's exciting to the people. On the other hand, it is hypocrisy. And it's that they combined and clashed in that particular way.
And what clashes is also dressing for television can be extremely expensive.
Yes.
And no, it can't. Well, except for Barnacle. And I would just like to, in full disclosure, bring the study cam here.
shirt?
I'm only half dressed for television. I have on old jeans.
But I think that you betray your own point when you do that, Mika. You look sensational.
Well, no, from here
right?
up.
Does she not look sensational?
Yes.
Aren't she
How much did that cost? Like $3.
Exactly.
It
Walmart.
is the issue that she is supposedly, the woman of the people. I mean, Jackie Kennedy
That's the problem.
looked elegant, but she wasn't
But I
saying.
gotta tell you,
Nobody said she was a small-town mayor. She was supposed to be a movie star.
It's the idea, at least to me, and this is just me, the idea that she builds herself and is billed from the very get-go here, from St. Paul, as I'm just a hockey mom. And all you hockey moms out there, most of the hockey moms I know, and I've been in a million rinks in the last 15 to 20 years with kids playing hockey, skates are enormously expensive. Hockey is an enormously expensive sport for your kid to play. From the pads, from the skates, and everything like that. And the idea of spending $75,000 for clothing in Neiman Marcus when a good pair of CCM skates can run you $300, $400, and you're having a tough time getting the cash to buy those skates.
Yeah.
The fact is, though, Mike, she is a hockey mom. She still is a hockey mom.
Okay, here's the deal, though. I have to chime in only because my BlackBerry is about to explode and set fire. People hate me. I am not defending this money being spent for Sarah Palin's clothing. I am just saying there are a lot of people involved with trying to put her out on the national stage. She's being dressed. The clothing is being given to charity. And I think women get scrutinized no matter what they do about how they dress.
No matter what you say to defend her,
no matter what I say, I just take this away from me.
Anything.
Sports and weather.
I'm not reading. I'm just going to do the news.
Isn't it fueled by so many other issues? I mean, the fact that she doesn't actually really talk to the press. So there are all of those particular things that are bottled up. Yeah. That everybody wants to know more, and then all of a sudden you have this particular issue, then it really becomes.
I think the bottom line is the economy is in the tank, and it looks like hypocrisy.
What does it say? GWI, Goodwill Industries.
Okay, time for a look now.
That was a lie.
Get your tube socks.
You just lied on national television.